What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah. Day 60. Yes, sir. We here. Best believe it. We did 60 days. 60 days. Yo, you know the deal. You know the deal. Alright, for real. Day 60. Man, last night, bro, I had an epiphany. Or I had a revelation, whatever you want to call it. I had a breakthrough, right? And I'm still going through it. I went through it today, went through it really last night. I realized it last night, right? So I was doing my journaling because I was doing the shadow work. And I was like, you know what? I haven't done my shadow work in a little minute. You know, I was thinking like, what did I stop? Because I did so much shadow work and I had such a breakthrough the last few times that I was doing shadow work consistently. Bro, I just uncovered a bunch of, as a man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I never cry. But when I did the shadow work, not last night, but, before that, when I was doing it consistently, bro, I couldn't stop crying, bro, 10, 20 minutes straight, snot going. I was praying and I was just like as soon as I got on my knees to pray, bro, I was bawling. It was bad. And it's because I was doing my shadow work, journaling, uncovering all these things in my head that I didn't know were there. And bro, it was crazy. So that was during the first 30, 60, 40 days or whatever of being out here, right? Sometime around then, right? A few months ago. And I haven't really did any shadow work since then. So I was like, you know what? I should do some shadow work. I whipped out the journal, whipped out the notebook, started journaling. So try this exercise, right? Next time you want to do some shadow work and you're not sure how to do it, basic exercise right here. Just pull out the journal, right? And just put the title of it, What Am I Avoiding? What am I avoiding? And date it, okay? And you just fill out that one whole page. No rules, just fill it out. What am I avoiding? And you can fill it out however you want, but you have to fill out the whole page, right? You have to, if you don't know, you better think about it. But just honestly answer it. And I was doing that and I came to the realization that part of me is scared to let go, and part of me is scared to fully step into the unknown. The inner child in me still wants to hold on to things that are familiar and bring it comfort, even if it brings me shame and guilt, right? Because I was thinking about why do I have the urge right now to look at stuff? Why? I'm not just gonna blame it on demons, right? Demons are real though. Listen to me, demons are very real. Spiritual warfare is very real. But I was like, no, I need to figure this out. Why? What in me is causing me to want this so bad? Why? It's yeah, you have the mental imagery, but then there's a desire deep down in me that just wants to look at it. And I want that dopamine. And I'm like, why, bro? And I did that and I was like, let me do some shadow work and I'll figure it out through the shadow work. That's what happens. And I was realizing that I'm scared or the inner child in me is still holding on a little bit, right? In the other video when I was talking about my consciousness is trying to break through to a new vibrational frequency, and permanently, that's the new baseline. The new baseline is up here, higher frequencies. But part of me is still holding on to those lower frequencies. And I'm like, what exactly is that? And it's the inner child of me that's scared to fully be a man. It's the inner child in me that's scared to let go of what's familiar and the little bit of comfort I still have, right? It's scared, and it's not just, it doesn't play out, it doesn't manifest in just lust. But that is one of them. That is one way. It has a few other things that I could like name out. It's like 2 or 3 other things that I noticed, like, okay, that's what that is. That's what that is too. And then, okay, that's what the lust is. The lust is, it's the little child in me, the inner child in me, that it's scared to fully step into the unknown of fully being a man, fully depending on myself, letting go of the old, letting go of the familiar, right? Because to step into the new life that I'm building for myself and I'm really moving towards, to really embody and step into that new version of me, that 3.0 version of me, I have to let go. And part of me, it's the inner child. I already know it's the inner whiny baby child. I'm not going to offend my inner child, right? Because my inner child is still me, right? So I'm not going to call it a whiny baby. But it's an inner child, and it hurt. It's hurt. It still needs to know that it's loved, and it needs to go through healing. And sometimes I need to talk to myself sometimes, and I need to be like, hey man, look, it's all right, bro. I'm here with you. I got you. It's gonna be all right, bro. I genuinely, literally, word for word have to have those conversations with myself. You could say it's crazy or whatever, but when you're in a season of isolation and you have nobody to talk to and it's just you start to form a relationship with yourself, and you start to understand yourself, right? The number one relationship you could ever have is the relationship you have with yourself, and that translates into every other relationship you will ever have. I promise you. If you can't relate to what I'm saying, then you just haven't gotten there yet. I don't care how old you are, bro. When you're a whole person, when you're healed, when you're fully whole, and you accept and love yourself, you understand that you have to have those conversations with yourself sometimes. You have to have those conversations with the hurt part of you. The parts of you that you don't like, you have to accept those. I have to accept those. And that's what I've been doing for a while now. But I understand that part of me is still holding on to those old things that I think used to bring me comfort. It's not even really that I'm just like a lustful, I just want to sexualize. It's not even that. It's just that, like, the inner child in me is scared to let go. And that's also another issue that I have. I have fear of abandonment. I have fear of abandonment, and that comes from my childhood, bro. That definitely comes from my childhood. The feelings and the things that I went through as a child, feeling not loved, and feeling like I had to go out and search for love. That's just how I was raised. That's just how it was. My home life was horrible. As a kid, I hated coming home from school. And I just hated it. And so when I turned into a teenager and stuff, an adolescent or whatever, that's when I would go out and seek for love and seek for validation from drugs and girls and fake friends and parties and things like that. And so ever since a youngling, whatever, I had this hole that wanted to be filled. No pun intended. But you know what I mean. I had this abyss in my heart from not feeling loved. And when I came out here, bro, that abyss, for lack of better words, I've been repairing it. I've been healing it up and closing it up, right? And the self-love is there, bro. The self-love is crazy. But there's a little piece of me that's like, yeah, but what about this? What about this over here? Can't we just a little bit? I just want to bring this with me. Can we just go to the next level, but bring this with me, please? Can we bring this stuff with us, please? The lust, the comfort, the this, the that. And I just have to sit down with myself and be like, bro, it's okay. I'm right here with you, bro. We're good. Let's just sit right here. Let's just sit right here. 'Cause sometimes you got to do that if you have kids. Sometimes you got to do that with your kids when they're throwing a fit, whining, throwing a temper tantrum because they can't do something. Sometimes you just got to sit there with them just like this and calm, be like, you done? I'm here. It's all right, man. We're not going nowhere. It's okay. We're here, and I'm going to be with you the whole way through. Sometimes, I just have to sit with myself and tell myself that and be like, it's okay. And that's working through that piece of me that doesn't want to let go, right? With some other vices such as weed, I also had to do that. I kind of grew out of it, but at the same time, I had to be calm about it. I had to not, offend that version of me that wanted the weed. The weed brought me comfort. The weed, all these excuses of why I wanted to smoke weed. I had to sit with myself, and I didn't punish myself or anything. I let myself smoke the last bit of weed, and I'm like, okay, you done? He's like, yeah, I'm done. He's like, okay, let's go. And then from that day on, I never smoked weed again. I never smoked weed again. I never have the urge to smoke weed. Nothing. And, I have to give God credit for a lot of these things. Pretty much all of these things. I couldn't have done any of this without God. I have to tell, when I sit with myself, I'd be like, look, it's me, you, Jesus has us. Jesus is with us. He's been there for us. He's protecting us. I promise you it's going to be okay. If he's with us, it's going to be all right. No matter what happens. Right? And I have to remind myself, and when I have those talks with myself, bro, it's very, I don't know, it's like transcending. It's like, or maybe that's not the right word. It's like, I don't know the word for it, bro, but it's crazy. It's like crazy good. It's like euphoric or something. And so yeah, last night I just had that revelation of like a piece of me just doesn't want to let go because one, I'm scared of letting go of what's familiar, but also I'm scared of the unknown. I'm scared to step out into being fully independent of outside sources of validation and love. That's what it is. I don't need outside sources of validation. I don't need outside sources of love. It's all right here. Let's let go of everything outside of ourselves and just stick with what is right here. What is with us? What is inside of us, in our heart? And part of me is scared, like, oh no, what about that? Can I get a little bit of outside? What about this? What about that? And you just have to sit with yourself, like, bro, it's okay. Because part of me, that little inner child of me, is scared. It doesn't know what's going to happen if we're all alone. Maybe it doesn't like what's in there. Maybe it doesn't like my inner self. I've had to go through that too. Like, I'm scared to be alone, or I didn't want to be alone because I don't like who I am. And so I didn't want to sit with myself because I didn't like who I am. I think I kind of got over that. I got over that part. Now it's just a part of like, let the outside go. Focus on the inner. We have everything we need inside of us. I think one of the comments actually said that, like, all the answers you need, all the answers you're searching for are in yourself. And that is true. That is so true, bro. That is so true. But yeah. Yeah. Day 60. Day 60. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. Still going through it. Still a process, right? I understand. One of the biggest life lessons I've learned out here is that things take time and it's a process. Okay? It takes time to get to that one point where you're just like, no more. Because there's a moment somewhere along the line where you're just like, no more. Done. but you just don't go from that to that. You have to work up to that moment. You have to get fed up enough. You have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, or you have to slowly work towards it. Some people work towards it. Some vices were just like that, and other vices I had to work towards it to be like that. Right? Like cigarettes for me. Cigarettes, that was hard. Nicotine was hard, bro. It was hard. Weed was hard. Lust, porn, I thought that was impossible. I actually physically thought that was impossible. Yeah. I thought it was impossible to be consistent in the gym too, because it was hard work, and I was like, how can I do this every day? But bro, some things you just gotta work towards, bro, and eventually it becomes easy, and it's just a way of life now. And that's how it is right now. So very proud of myself, very, very proud of where I've come. 2023, holy crap, 2023 has been a journey. Bro, 2023 has been a journey, bro. 2023 has been crazy. And boy, oh boy. Just from 1 year ago today, I came a long freaking way, and I would have never seen myself here. Never! I would have never seen myself where I am right now. Right? And we could only imagine where we're gonna be at 2024. Things are gonna get wild. And the election, who knows what's gonna happen 2024, but all I know is I'm gonna continue to be the best version of myself possible every single day, no matter what the outcome is, no matter what the outside says, no matter what the outside world says. We're gonna continue to level up every single day and praise God and honor God every step along the way. All right. So I hope you guys got some value out of this. I hope somebody related to this. If you did like it or got some value out of it, please make sure to hit the like button. If you have any comments, if you have any relatable stories or any questions, or you've been on a similar journey or been through similar things, comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say, you know, because sometimes it's like when you're going through these things, you feel like you're the only person in the world who's going through these things, but I know that's not true. So yeah, if you like this content, I drop content daily about wholesaling, real estate, self-improvement, and just life in general. All right, stay motivated. See you guys next time.